Robusta is mainly grown at low altitudes between sea level and 600 meters and thrives in warm, humid climates. Its cultivation is favored for its relative simplicity and resistance to disease and pests, making it a good option for farmers. It is often used in espresso blends and instant coffee and is valued for its contribution to crema and richness. The origins of Robusta coffee can be traced back to Central and West Africa, where it was first discovered by Dutch botanists in what was then the Belgian Congo. It became known in Southeast Asia around 1900, when the catastrophic coffee rust disease devastated the coffee farms in Ceylon, now Sri Lanka, in 1869, and destroyed numerous plantations at lower altitudes on Java in 1876. Before it was cultivated commercially, Robusta had already existed for centuries in the dense African forests. Its evolution from a native wild plant to an essential ingredient in espresso blends emphasizes its resilience and adaptability, and cements its role as a crucial element of global coffee history. Robusta beans are distinguished by their smaller, rounder shape, in contrast to the larger, more oval Arabica beans. The character of Robusta beans goes beyond their nomenclature, as they are easier to grow due to their resistance to disease and pests, and can thrive at lower altitudes. Arabica beans, on the other hand, need to be grown at higher altitudes and require more attention, as they are more susceptible to disease. These differences in cultivation requirements are also reflected in the production costs. Arabica beans are more expensive to produce, and therefore also more expensive for consumers. Flavour is a decisive factor that distinguishes the two varieties from each other. Arabica beans are characterized by a sweeter, fruitier profile that encompasses a broad spectrum of flavors. In contrast, Robusta beans are stronger and have an earthier and often bitter taste. This particular profile makes Robusta beans suitable for espresso blends and cafetiere coffees, where intensity and bitterness are desired. Although Robusta is often perceived as a cheap coffee, high-quality Robusta varieties can match or even surpass the flavor of inferior Arabica beans. The caffeine content is an important distinguishing feature between these bean varieties. Robusta beans contain almost twice as much caffeine as Arabica beans, on average around 2.7% compared to 1.5% for Arabica. This higher caffeine concentration contributes to the more bitter flavor profile of Robusta beans. Robusta beans also have a higher antioxidant content, particularly chlorogenic acid, which contributes to their complex profile. However, this aspect is not usually a decisive factor for consumers when choosing between Robusta and Arabica beans. Robusta coffee, which is known for its resilience and vigorous growth, consists mainly of two varieties, Nganda and Erecta. Nganda is a shrub with a wide spread, while Erecta has a taller growth habit. In addition, the natural tendency of Robusta to hybridize in the wild has led to the creation of several hybrid varieties. These include Catimor and Sachimor, which are often classified and marketed as Arabica, but have inherited higher disease resistance, especially against coffee rust, and simpler cultivation requirements from their Robusta genetic ancestors. The regional diversity of Robusta coffee beans is particularly pronounced, as each major growing region offers different flavors. Vietnam, often referred to as the Robusta capital of the world, Vietnam Robusta is known for its strong, earthy flavor, complemented by nuances of cocoa. The central highlands of Vietnam, with their ideal climate and soil conditions, are the heartland of Robusta cultivation. Brazil. Although Brazil is primarily known for its Arabica beans, the country also plays an important role in Robusta production. Brazilian Robusta, grown in Espírito Santo and Rondônia, is known for its smooth texture and subtle nutty flavor profile. Indonesia. The Indonesian islands of Sumatra and Sulawesi are known for their Robusta cultivation. The Robusta beans here, which are influenced by the country's tropical climate and volcanic soil, often offer a woody taste and a slightly smoky aroma. India. In India, Robusta is mainly grown in the southern states of Kerala, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. Indian Robusta is characterized by its spicy undertones and a robust, full-bodied consistency. Uganda, an important producer of Robusta, has its main cultivation areas around Lake Victoria. Ugandan Robusta is known for its milder flavor profile, with chocolatey and spicy notes. The successful cultivation of Robusta coffee beans depends on favorable environmental factors. The ideal soil for Robusta is loamy clay with a pH between 5 and 6.5, which provides a balanced nutrient profile and good moisture retention. Adequate levels of iron, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium are crucial for Robusta growth, and in some cases require additional fertilization. The optimum temperature range for Robusta cultivation is between 22 and 30 degrees Celsius, combined with a relative humidity of around 70 to 85%. These conditions are crucial for the growth and health of the coffee cherries. Consistent pruning, especially during the dry season, is essential for healthy growth and higher yields. Effective pest and disease control strategies are important to minimize production losses. Integrated pest management approaches that combine biological, cultural, and chemical measures are used to control common problems, such as the coffee berry borer, and diseases such as coffee rust. The harvesting phase is crucial for the yield and quality of the coffee. Techniques range from manual harvesting to mechanized methods, the latter being cheaper but can affect quality. Sustainability in Robusta coffee cultivation is becoming increasingly important, with initiatives focusing on improving environmental impact and coffee quality. Practices such as crop rotation, cover cropping, and intercropping with legumes are used to improve soil health and structure. These techniques help with nutrient management and weed control. Efficient irrigation methods are also important to ensure sufficient soil moisture and avoid excessive water consumption. Future research efforts will focus on developing innovative methods of pest and disease control, especially those that reduce dependence on chemical pesticides. Another focus will be on optimizing irrigation techniques to combat drought and water scarcity, and adapting cultivation practices to changing climatic conditions. The Robusta plant is naturally resistant to high temperatures and drought, which gives it a potential advantage in terms of climate change. However, further research is needed to fully understand and optimize cultivation practices under changing environmental scenarios. Robusta is often blended with Arabica coffee beans and contributes significantly to the overall character of the blend. The Arabica bean, known for its subtle and nuanced flavors, is complemented by the Robusta bean with its strong body. This synthesis results in a blend that is both balanced and rich. Blending different coffee bean varieties, even from different regions, is a cost-effective strategy. By combining the particular characteristics of each variety, a more consistent flavour is achieved. In espresso blends, Robusta not only enhances the crema, but also provides a depth that balances the bitterness with the sweet, acidic notes of Arabica beans. This strong flavour is beneficial in blends with Arabica as it adds intensity and complexity. In latte drinks, the robust character of the Robusta bean contrasts effectively with the creaminess of the milk and enriches the flavour experience. The juxtaposition of the subtle Arabica flavours and the strength of the Robusta results in a blend that is both richer and more balanced. Robusta is used in various specific coffee preparations. Despite its high caffeine content, Robusta is preferred for decaffeinated coffee due to its strong flavour profile. The decaffeination process tends to diminish the flavour, and as Robusta is more flavourful than Arabica, it is better suited to retaining flavour after decaffeination. The widespread use of Robusta in instant coffee is remarkable. Its cost-effectiveness makes it the ideal choice for the production of instant coffee, where there can be a significant loss of coffee material. The cold brew technique for Robusta can improve the results of iced coffee drinks. This method reduces acidity and increases sweetness, allowing the more subtle flavors of Robusta, such as nutty and toffee notes, to come through. This property is particularly beneficial for iced coffee preparations, where such nuanced flavors are desired. World Coffee Research, WCR, has driven the development of Robusta coffee through various research and development initiatives. A particular focus is on breeding programs aimed at meeting the industry's requirements for Robusta. In 2022, the WCR launched a project to research breeding opportunities for Robusta. This project involved a comprehensive analysis that included global data collection, extensive literature research, and consultations with industry experts to identify potential opportunities for the development of Robusta varieties. Collaboration with the Centre de Coopération Internationale en Recherche Agronomique pour le Développement, CIRAD, provided access to a wide range of Robusta genetic resources, enabling more effective breeding, selection, and propagation. Improving the quality and flavor profile of Robusta coffee is another important goal. To this end, the WCR has conducted focus groups with Robusta coffee buyers to better understand their preferences and requirements. This feedback is important in order to incorporate quality improvements into the breeding program. This initiative is centered on addressing issues such as supply shortages, maintaining consistent quality, and improving consumer perception of Robusta. The discussions in the focus groups have identified opportunities for market differentiation, the introduction of new flavor profiles, product innovation, and increased yields. Sustainability aspects are playing an increasingly important role in the production of Robusta coffee. An important initiative of the WCR is the publication of a catalogue of around 43 Robusta varieties developed worldwide. This catalogue is a valuable resource for farmers to make informed cultivation decisions and educates the entire industry on the importance of continuous innovation through breeding. In addition, a Strauss-funded project in Uganda is focusing on the dissemination of disease-resistant Robusta varieties. This project aims to increase farmers' incomes and promote sustainable agricultural practices. These initiatives show that improving Robusta coffee in terms of production efficiency, quality, and environmental sustainability is becoming increasingly important. As the industry evolves, research and development in Robusta coffee cultivation will make an important contribution in the coming years that can improve both the quality of coffee and its environmental footprint. Thanks for watching if you got this far. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out, and we will continue to make this coffee content.